Hi, I'm Richard Cutler, and this is my 1914 Model T. It's 105 years old, and as you probably have realized at this point that modern cars are pretty easy to start because they're very complicated. This is a very simple car, so that means that the operator has to be a little bit more involved with the starting operation. There's basically 11 steps to get the car started. Some of them are safety related and some of them are simply to get the car running. One of the steps is to retard the spark. That's the first safety step. You want to do, what that means by retarding the spark is that the engine starts a little bit later. And by starting a little bit later, it means that the engine is not potentially going to go backwards. And if it goes backwards while you're pulling on the crank, you can break your arm. So that's a pretty important step. Spark is retarded. There is a handbrake inside here. We pull that all the way back so the car doesn't roll. Then there is a step that I won't show you right now, but you turn the gas on, obviously, otherwise the car won't start at all. And then there is a key inside here. Now, to start it, we put it on battery. It gives enough spark so that the car will start. Once it's started, then we switch the key over to the magneto that is built into the transmission. Now we get to the good part. This is where we actually start the car. This is a hand crank. They didn't put starters in these cars until a few years after this one was built. This is the choke for the carburetor. So typically, we pull the choke and we pull the crank, and on this car it usually starts. But each one of these Model Ts is a little bit different, and depending upon the operator, they start a little bit differently. So hopefully this is going to start on the first pull. So we pull the choke, give it a turn, and of course it doesn't start. Then we go back to the here, pull the spark down, and you can hear the engine rev up a little bit. The control on the other side is the throttle or gas pedal. And we just idle it down to where we want. Then we switch the key over to the magneto. And now you're ready to go. Pretty simple, actually.